the day has finally come, and I probably did a little bit too, because we had the very first trailer for the new Legend of the Galactic Heroes anime series from Production IG. This is going to be 2 seasons long. The first season, which this trailer is for, is going to be 12 episodes long, and we're going to get another season, which is going to be 3 movies that consist of 4 episodes each, and you can actually, they're going to be in theaters in Japan there. And, if you know how I feel about Legend of the Galactic Heroes, and you'll know that they are walking on a tightrope with this, because this looks absolutely beautiful. I will give them that. But if the characters aren't there, if the story's not there, then the beauty of the animation and the art alone will not be able to save it. Even the beauty of the music, because they had some awesome music. If we discount that final opening, which was just like ear bleeding, that last opening with the terrible English there. But this is mainly the thing here. This is going to be 12 episodes. It's going to be followed up with 3 movies that are probably going to be at about 2 hours long each, maybe 1:45 each when you consider the fact that each episode is going to be like 25 minutes, and they're just going to combine them down into that second season for the movies there. We don't exactly know how long each of those episodes are going to last, but that's going to be in 2019, so we're going to have a long way to wait for that, and I'm totally fine with waiting for this, because it took the first Legend of Galactic Heroes 10 years to make, and you don't want to rush something like this. Because I do not want them to mess it up. If you've seen my review, if you haven't yet, go ahead and check my review of the full-length series, Legend of Galactic Heroes. It was originally like 110 episodes long and had 3 or 4 movies that go along with it. It was this massive, sprawling story that had like 30 or so main characters that we would just go so in-depth with for all of their lives. And it was just this brilliant story that totally changed the perspective and outlook on everybody who watched it in terms of anime. And if you haven't seen it yet, I will admit that it's probably not for everybody, because this is so text heavy. It's not total text. There's a lot of action here in the fights in outer space, and you've got people running around with axes beating each other up. But as far as the trailer itself goes, we see the greats. The greats have returned. We've got Reinhard von Lohengrin and also Yang Wen Lee, and I really hope that they do these characters justice. And to be fair, like, if I worked for one of these companies and I was picking up a project like this might be one of the heaviest projects that people have picked up, because this has got to be one of the most largest and expansive stories in all of anime. So for somebody, it's a really bold statement for somebody to say that they're going to pick up Legend of the Galactic Heroes and make more of that, especially nowadays, because the story is done absolutely amazing. We don't need any more of this. This is kind of a side thing. For me, I'm just totally like fanboying over here just because I love the original series so much. Now, as far as the actual trailer goes, it doesn't really show us much in terms of what we're going to be seeing with the story. It shows us the art style and the animation with the space combat, which is so much better. It is like 1,000% better than what it was back in the day, and I really love it. It's got CG, and I don't even care. CG is good if it's done right, and a lot of times it's not done right. Here, it's done right. You can actually see them just shooting at each other in outer space, and just the ships blowing up and stuff, and you see parts of them moving, and it looks really awesome. Legend of the Galactic Heroes is not some sort of mecha series or anything like that. Just think about like maybe Star Wars, Star Trek. They use like little ships to fly around, big ships to fly around and shoot each other. This is no like Gundams going out in space or anything like that, in case you haven't seen it, which I think everybody who's probably watching this video probably has seen Legend of the Galactic Heroes. But we also are reintroduced to some of our characters here. We meet a few characters. We have Reinhard von Lohengrin, and we also have Yang Wen Lee, but we also have Kerekes. I'm butchering some of these names because there's a lot of really like German names, and just look at the title here. I'm not even going to take a stab at pronouncing that, because I know it'd probably take me 8 or 9 tries, and I still wouldn't get it right, and I have to edit all that stuff out there. But the German names in Legend of Galactic Heroes really got to me when I was doing the review. Like, how do I say all this stuff right here? But as far as the trailer itself goes, and continuing on from here, I'm really excited for everything that this represents right here, because it's basically putting a new, fresh coat of paint on an old series. The only like major thing that I'm really worried about is, what will they be doing with the story? Are they trying to do this in order to replace the old one? Probably not. So, having said that, is like, how far will this story go? into the actual story, because you know that 110 episodes, 4 movies, you will not be able to fit that down into 2 seasons of anime, basically. So maybe they're just going to cover a certain pocket of time within Legend of Galactic Heroes. Maybe they're going to be doing that, or they could just be working on this, continuing on for another decade, and I think that would be fine, because to be honest with you, if there's one anime that could have potentially changed the course of anime for everybody in the world, is this one right here, especially in the Western world, because maybe I'm speaking to somebody who is a bit of an older guy. Maybe I don't look like it, but I grew up watching stuff like the original Star Trek, of course, Star Trek The Next Generation, and they were actually pretty popular here. So I think if something like this, could really have blown up in the West back in the day. So I think the world really needs to be seeing Legend of the Galactic Heroes, and if this is the gateway for people to go back and watch the other one, or if this is as good as the old one, which it probably won't be, because its length just is not long enough to cover the story. So let's take a look at some of the people who are working on this project. Here we have Shunsuke Tada, the director. Let's take a look at some of the shows that he's directed. So we've got, by the way, I've got ads disabled because, like, you're watching my ads and seeing YouTube ads. It's like, I don't want ads to be all over the place. I do that for videos. But we've got Bungaku Shoujo Memory, 7.5 on MAL. MAL scores really don't mean anything, but I have not seen this, so I really can't say otherwise. We've got Bungaku Shoujo. You guys can determine for yourself if you've heard of or seen some of these shows. Bungaku Shoujo, Kuroko no Basket. I've actually heard a lot about Kuroko no Basket. The thing is, he's also done Prince of Tennis, so it looks like his shining moments has been with sports anime. And we also have Star Mew. I've never even heard of this before, but I'm just hoping that he's qualified to do this. But let's move on here. So we got the scriptwriter, who is Noboru Tagaki. So let's take a look at what he's done in script. So he's done Bakuno, sorry about that. Almost said Bakugan, I don't know why. So he's done Bakuno, what else has he done? Do Ra Ra Ra. More Do Ra Ra Ra. Jugoku Shoujo, which is Hell Girl. I actually put that on hold. It was a very abysmal series. Very hard for me to watch because it's just so depressing. People like doing bad stuff to animals and torturing animals and stuff. Koikaze. That sounds familiar. I don't think I've seen that. So he's actually done the script for various episodes in the 2nd season and 3rd season of Kuroko no Basket. He did the series compositions for Kuroko no Basket Season 1, and he did various episode script for Season 2. I've never seen Kuroko no Basket, but I hear great things about it. What else did he do? Occultic 9. It's only a few episodes there. Shiki, so he did episode 8. I really can't say too much about that because I don't remember what happened in episode 8. But as far as this goes, it looks like he's pretty credible because he's done stuff like Bakuno, almost did it again there, and do Ra Ra Ra. So that's my thoughts on the brand new Legend of the Galactic Heroes anime series from Production IG. I'm still really on the fence about this. I don't know if this is going to be this massive thing that everybody falls in love with, or it's going to be a massive disappointment. Well, I think either way, people are going to love this because there's plenty of people out there that didn't go back and watch the old one. Maybe they didn't know about it, and they're going to see that this is coming out, and they're going to get into it. So for them, I think that that's really great because that could, either way, getting into Legend of the Galactic Heroes is always a good thing, and you can always go back and watch it for that. But I'm talking from the perspective of somebody who this anime changed my outlook on anime right here. So I'm really on the fence about that. It's either going to go one of two ways, but I think for people who've never heard of the show and only want to watch new shows, then they're probably going to be pretty happy with this either way, I would think. But anyways, if you want to watch this, it's going to be coming out in April 2018 for the 1st season. The 2nd season, we're going to have to wait until 2019 for that to get all the movies there. So we're going to be seeing a lot more of this, and I'm going to cover all of the updates because I love me some Legend of the Galactic Heroes. Let me know your thoughts about this in the comments section below. Also, hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe to stay up to date with all sorts of anime news, reviews, list videos, and discussions. We do live streams as well. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Later.